start the day with a song and sing the whole day through. Even while you're busy working, do just like the birdies do. Though the day may be long, you never will go wrong. Off key, on key, any old key, just start the day with a song.
Sensational, most stupendous show on earth. Hurry, hurry, hurry.
Tonight's the night of our cookie show. Come one, come all, for here we go. Oh, her hair is in curls and she's wearing new pearls. Miss Lady Fingers out to show up all of the girls. And her overall plan is to get her lady fingers on a man. And on top of the ice, cheerful and nice. The cookies like the show so much they're gonna go twice. On the seating you see Mr. Upside Down Pig walking leisurely. Napoleon will lead them there, accompanied by French mademoiselles Eclair. See the stuff in the shape of the small birthday cake, while old man birthday hobbles with a fade in her neck. Oh, what parties he's seen, he never tires of the same routine. With a huff and a kick, not a sign that he's sick. Comes whopping Mr. Rumcake with the aid of a stick. He's so happy and gay, and it looks as though he's gonna stay that way. Oh, goodness me, for heaven's sake. Well, if it isn't Mr. Off his nut cake, there'll be cockings about both the lean and the stout. Show you in and then around and finally out. You'll find joy and delight at the famous pumpkin carnival, the famous pumpkin carnival night.
Ladies and gentlemen, that death-defying dive by Danny Donut. Mommy's little baby loves shortening, shortening. Mommy's little baby loves shortening bread. And how about you folks joining in and singing this song with me? Just follow the bouncing ball.
Mommy's little baby loves shortening, shortening. Mommy's little baby loves shortening bread. Mommy's little baby loves shortening, shortening. Mommy's little baby loves shortening bread. Two little children lying in bed, one of them sick and the other most dead. Call for the doctor and the doctor said,
feed them children on shortening bread.
Mommy's little baby loves
shortening breath.
That little baby lying in bed, his eyes were shut like he's in bed. Mammy's little baby loves shortening, shortening. Mammy's little baby loves shortening bread. Mammy's little baby loves shortening, shortening. Mammy's little baby loves shortening bread. The other little fellow's sick in the bed when he hears tell of shortening bread. Popped up well, he dance and sing. He almost got the pigeon wing. Mammy's little baby loves shortening, shortening. Mammy's little baby loves shortening bread. Mammy's little baby loves shortening, shortening. Mammy's little baby loves shortening bread. Mammy's little baby loves
Shortening bread.
Oh, little Audrey says, save for a rainy day. She saves, but every time it rains, she spends what she puts away.
She knows her proverbs A to Z and knows the good they bring.
But when she has to follow them, well, that's another thing. Oh, little Audrey says, while the sun is out, make hay. Though she's not immense, there's a lot of sense in what little Audrey has to say.
Lord, is you fast asleep, child?
Yes, Petunia, I'm asleep.
Little Audrey, is you reading by that moonlight again? Land sakes, child, I was warned and rewarned you 1,000,000 times. That moonlight makes you have bad dreams.
Oh, I don't believe it.
You is the most disbelieving child. I's gonna tuck you in, and you go to sleep right this here minute.
It isn't raining rain to me. It's raining dimes and nickels. Enough to buy a mountain of potato chips and pickles.
Guys, I'm too late. What'll I do?
Say, who are you? And what are you doing here?
I'm a lost dream, that's who. And I missed the last boat to Dreamland, that's what.
Gosh, that's terrible. Maybe I can help you.
Oh, boy, you would? Gee, I mean, will you?
Sure. Come on.
Oh, boy, we're here. Come on, Audrey, I gotta report in. They scrape off the stardust and keep the stars shining. And here, they fix dark clouds with bright silver linings. Reporting in, sir.
Well, as I live and breathe. Oh, midday. What happened?
Well, you see, sir, he was my dream, and I didn't know he was so late.
And if it wasn't for her, I would have got lost.
Well, that's mighty fine. And as a reward, Junior, you may show your dream girl how dreams are made. But remember, keep away from the black door.
Look a little, Audrey. Here's a cat nap. And like a top. And look at here, Audrey.
You're gonna be the most sorriest kid. After this you'll do the things you should. You can only blame yourself if everything goes wrong. Now you know you shouldn't go where little girls don't belong. You shouldn't have opened the door although temptation was so strong. Oh, what you did when you did what you did.
Shine for me.
The world's at the fair. There's father and mother and sister and brother, oh, everyone's there. The world's at the fair. From France to Australia, from Maine to Westphalia, oh, everyone's there. You're sure to meet Tom, Dick, and Harry, and maybe the one you'll eventually marry. If you should be there, you'll never regret it, and never forget it, for the whole world's at the fair.
a biscuit. Oh, free parking. Come on, Miranda.
All right, Elmer.
I never seen the like.
Never did. Great.
Well, look at there.
Why?
Wonderful.
Oh, look.
Oh.
Well.
What's this? Oh.
Oh.
Wonderful.
Yes, sir.
Must be homes built while you wait.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Oh, look at there, Miranda.
Oh, ain't that wonderful?
Nope. Gosh, I'm kind of thirsty. How about you?
Uh-huh.
Oh.
Well.
Look at that. Oh. Well, I never. Fresh, too. Well. Think I'll tidy up a bit.
Uh-huh. See you later, Elmer.
All right, Sandy. Well, what tarnation? Hey! Look out there. What you doing? Yeah, oh. Thanks. Combing kind of cheeky, will you? Oh. Some service. Yeah. Oh. There you are.
Huh? Oh! Well, see what this is. Oh! Thank you. Well, wouldn't know himself.
Oh, you kid. How did it? Oh. You. Didn't know you. Come on. Dancing, eh?
Oh, boy, was that a swinging old dance?
Solid sender.
I could dance all like that, Joe, couldn't you?
Well.
Oh.
Yeah. Nice. Pretty good. Come on. Learn to dance, I guess. This is fun.
Guess I'll learn how to dance too. Come on, big ball head. Swing it. Hey!
23 skidoo. Yes, sirree, Bob. farmer and a plow. Swing your partner. To and fro, route you go. Well, what's this? Look what I got, Randy. New gas bucket. Get in, Randy.
Let's go, Elmer.
Come on, dog biscuit, we're off.
in a minute.
Now I play something. How is that?
Aye.
Auf Wiedersehen. Auf Wiedersehen.
Home, Fritz. Sing now. I give you liver. Ach, Fritz, was ist los mit you? Hier, komm now. Sing. Liver. All the ladies, ladies, do-do. All the ladies, all the ladies, all the ladies, all the ladies, ladies, do-do. made it zing-da-da-da-da, zing-da-da-da-da, boom, boom, boom. He sounds so sweet when shame. Made it zing-da-da-da-da, zing-da-da-da-da, boom, boom, boom. They throw him nickels just to treat him kind. Potatoes, onions, or anything they find. Oh, Schultz is back again.
Schultz is back again. Schultz is back again.
Schultz was the famous leader of Schultz's German band. He was the greatest leader, the finest in the land. In my backyard each morning, sweet music he would start. But he went away one summer's day and almost broke my heart. But I found something out, that's why I want to shout that Schultz is back again. Schultz is back again! There's Heine with his clarinet on how that fella blows. He loves to play that big sextet and maybe by his nose. And Heine with his piccolo, he singles all the day. He says that he ain't singing, but he's singing all the day. It's such a pretty picture when they all stand in the row. Und Schultz he blows that Oompa and says, 1, 2, 3, go, Schultz is back again.
Qu'à lui je suis corps et âme. Il n'est pas costaud, mais il est si beau qu'il plaît à toutes les femmes. Et je me dis bien des fois, est-il vraiment seul à moi? je l'aime trop. Mon gigolo.
Come on, we'll try it again. Hey! Come on, we'll try one more. Oh! Can't do that, Doug. Now, come on. La, 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 la. Hey, that's no way to dress around here.
I'll fix you up, mister.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I beg your pardon. Sorry, old man.
Cigarette?
Well, I'll just take one of these here.
Pig!
Mr. Pick you.
Come on!
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing Irene Bordoni, singing Just a Gigolo. Let's give little Irene a great big hand.
Dressed up all for a show. What a wasted life you're leading. Dancing till the dawn, youth and future gone. Love will pass you by unheeding. Just a soul for higher, to the highest fire, cast off when they tire. Tomorrow friends may come, but they'll go, leaving handsome gigolo. A heart that breaks with sorrow. Everyone must know, just a gigolo. Oh, the song and not the person. If you know the swing, maybe you will sing. I think you need no rehearsing. Don't do what you call, oh yes, don't you stall while the bouncing ball is swinging. If you've got any voice, let me hear you make some noise. Now, 1, 2, 3, start singing. Just a gigolo, everywhere I go, people know the part I play. Pay for every dance, saying each romance There will come a time the youth will pass away. Then what will they say about me? When the end comes, I know they'll say just a gigolo. As life goes on without me. Just a gigolo, everywhere I go, people know the part I play. They put every dance, telling each romance, every night some hearty pain. There will come a day, it will pass away, then what will they say about me? When the end comes, I know they'll think I'm a gigolo, and life goes on without me. Gigolo, people know the part I'm today.
And life goes on without me.
As life goes on without me.
America is many things to many people. To a 17-year-old kid, it's the malt shop on the corner. To Grandpa, it's the front porch in the cool of the evening. To Mother and her family, it's church on Sunday morning. And to Dad, it's his favorite relaxation. It's the Cracker Barrel philosophers in Crabtree Corners. And it's the tycoons in Wall Street. It's all races, creeds, and religions. It's freedom to work at the job you like. Freedom of speech and to peaceably assemble. Freedom to own property. Security from unlawful search or seizure.
Where's your warrant, Flatfoot?
The right to a speedy and public trial. Protection against cruel punishments and excessive fines. The right to vote. And to worship God in your own way. It is these freedoms that have made America strong.
Okay, so we got our freedom. But management's lousing up everything.
Labor is at fault. It's ruining the country. My constituents, as your elected representative, I can assure you Labor's right. Management's right. I'm strictly neutral.
Labor, management, politicians, phooey. They can't tell corn from oats.
Work!
It's only taking money out of
Strike!
Hurry, step right up, folks. Here's the answer to your problems. Dr. Utopia's sensational new discovery, ism. Ism will cure any ailment of the body politic. It's terrific. It's tremendous. Once you swallow the contents of this bottle, you'll have the bountiful benefit of higher wages, shorter hours, and security. Enormous profits, no strikes. Remember, you're the big boss. Government control, no worry about votes. Name your own salary. Bigger crops, lower cost. Why, ism even makes the weather perfect every day. And now then, because we are introducing this amazing item for the first time in this country, it isn't going to cost you 1 cent. All you have to do is sign this little scrap of paper, and you get your bottle absolutely free.
I hereby turn over to ISM Incorporated everything I have, including my freedom and the freedom of my children and my children's children, in return for which said ISM promises to take care of me forever.
Get out of the way.
Pardon me.
And who are you, my good man?
I'm John Q. Public.
Ah, my fine friend, you're just in time to share this generous and gigantic offer. Sign right here.
Mind if I read it first?
Hurry up,
Keep your shirts on, boys. Including my freedom. Freedom? Well, sign away my freedom. Why, this is ridiculous.
Don't be corny, brother.
Sure, our system of free enterprise isn't perfect. But before we throw it away for some imported double talk, let's turn the clock back a few years to see what it's done for us. For example, back in the 1890s, Joe Dokes was just a guy who liked to tinker around his barn. Some people thought Joe was lazy. Some even thought he was nuts. But one day, he had an idea. And because he was free to dream his dream and tinker, Joe had a chance to make something of himself and his idea. So, of course, some people didn't think so much of Joe's idea. But that didn't stop him. So Joe got some money from young Aunt Minnie and Uncle Angus and Grandpappy and Mr. Titus. When Joe's friends and relatives used their savings to help him buy tools and property, they were capitalists. Don't blush, folks. It's nothing to be ashamed of. Now, naturally, Joe needed some help. So he hired Willie Lumpkin, who was out of work anyway, and before long, Willie had the know-how and became skilled labor. Because capital, management, and labor worked together, Joe's idea grew. It grew and did things even he never dreamed of. Today, the automobile industry provides millions of jobs that never existed before. And remember, this is a story of only one industry. There are thousands more scattered all over the United States whose history of development is pretty much the same. We've built a country under the American system that sends more young people to high school and college than all the rest of the world combined. Why, even in the Depression, our wages bought more food, clothing, travel, and entertainment than the wages of any other people in the world. Our country has a national income equal to the total national incomes of any other 6 nations in the world. With only 7% of the Earth's people, we drive 70% of the world's automobiles. That's just a sample of the things the capitalistic system has given us in only 160 years. Before signing up, you boys ought to try a little taste of Dr. Ism's formula to see what you'd get in exchange for your freedom. Go ahead, try it.
You can't do this to me! I'll strike!
The state forbids strikes.
Wait till the union hears about this!
Ah, yes, the union. Welcome to our ranks, number 1313.
I'll take this case to the Supreme Court.
The state is the Supreme Court. Our decision is as follows. more private property. No more you.
The farm vote will put a stop to this.
Farmers don't vote anymore.
What'll they do for seed next year?
You won't have to worry about next year. The state will do your planning from now on.
We must fight to regain our freedom, or everything is lost. Everything!
Everything is fine. Everything is fine. Everything is fine. Everything is fine. Everything is fine.
When anybody preaches disunity, tries to pit one of us against the other through class warfare, race hatred, or religious intolerance, you know that person seeks to rob us of our freedom and destroy our very lives.
And we know what to do about it.
And now, gentlemen, no violence, please. And don't throw those bottles. Don't throw those bottles! No! Oh, no! No! Hey! Oh! Hey!
Working together to produce an ever greater abundance of material and spiritual values for all. That is the secret of American prosperity.
Music, color, and excitement. Who doesn't enjoy a football game? That is, if you're one of the lucky ones who can get in. If you're not, well, it's just too bad. But wait a minute. There may be another answer. Yes, thanks to television, that marvel of modern science, even our unfortunate friend and millions of other people can sit back in the comfort of their own homes and enjoy every thrill of the game, with no struggle for tickets. Out at the stadium, the television cameramen are seeing to it that you can follow every detail of the game. They're out there on the sidelines, following every important piece of action. Cables connect the cameras with the mobile units which are parked outside the stadium. And from these trucks, the scenes covered by the cameras are relayed to the main television transmitter. Now let's see what a television studio looks like. It's a mighty busy place when a broadcast is being made from the studio. Great banks of lights swivel down to flood the scene. Cameramen wheel in and out to pick up the action from the angles directed by the director. To keep the action continuous while the costumes are changed and while different sets are being readied, or to show an action which could not take place on a small stage, portions of some broadcasts are made by projecting prepared motion picture film right into a television camera. Using the same actors and identical sets, the motion pictures are made in advance. The electrician, the cameraman, the studio manager, and the actors are all controlled by the director. His job is to see that the broadcast proceeds smoothly and without breaks, because the picture on the television screen must be continuous.
Camera 1, move in close on the girl.
Television and motion pictures are alike because in both, a series of still pictures is flashed rapidly before your eyes, so rapidly that the memory of each picture lingers long enough so that it blends with the next picture, and the object of the picture appears to move. And now let's see what makes a picture a picture. Look closely at this one. Closer still. Let's use a magnifying glass. Here we see that the picture is really made up of thousands of tiny dots arranged very close together. But normally our eyes don't notice the dots, especially when the picture is being moved. This fact helps to make television and motion pictures possible. Television is simply a way of sending these dots from a transmitting station and putting them together to make a picture on the screen of a receiving set. Here's the way it works. Inside the television camera is a magic electric eye called the iconoscope, one of the most important parts of which is this sensitive plate called a mosaic. It is a rectangular piece of mica covered with billions of tiny photoelectric cells arranged something like this. The scenes being televised go through the camera lens and fall on the photoelectric cells. Some of the cells receive lots of light, others very little. Each cell, according to how much light it gets, builds up a corresponding electrical charge. These charges collectively make up an electrical image on the mosaic. These cells with their electrical charges are scanned by a stream of electrons. The scanning beam skips every other line and returns to scan the remainder of the picture, completing 30 pictures a second. Each picture is composed of 525 individual scanning lines. An electrical impulse is released each time this stream covers a group of the photoelectric cells. Each separate impulse travels from the sensitive plate of the iconoscope in sequence over wires to the transmitting station, where it is then sent out into space to be picked up by aerials connected to television receivers. Here, the electrical impulses are carried to another magic tube called the kinescope and are used to control another stream of electrons which bombard the face of the kinescope, which is really the viewing screen. When the beam strikes this fluorescent screen, each electrical impulse is changed back into a spot of light. In other words, each spot of light picked up by the mosaic of tiny photoelectric cells in the television camera creates a corresponding spot of light on the receiving screen. It moves back and forth so rapidly, actually more than 2.5 miles per second, that a complete still picture is formed almost immediately. The quick succession of 30 pictures a second produces the apparent motion. That is why the pictures we see on the screen of our television receivers seem to move. Television has come of age. Here, for instance, is a reproduction of one of the first images received on a television screen. Compare that crude picture with these of today, and you can judge for yourself how far along the road to perfection television has traveled. It is bringing entertainment to millions, and through its magic, we are able to enjoy a combination of radio, motion pictures, and the stage. Actually, some television patents were issued several years before the first automobile was built. But because of many technical difficulties that had to be overcome, its development was much slower. Just as the modern automobile is the result of years of research, scientific engineering, and testing by countless miles of actual use, television is the result of endless experiments and new discoveries by patient scientists toiling in their laboratories. It has been developed just as the easy riding qualities of today's automobiles were developed by progress through constant improvement. Today we sit back in roomy, comfortably cushioned seats in steel bodies insulated against heat and cold and noise, surrounded by windows of crystal clear glass, controlling the ventilation to our needs, riding smoothly over all kinds of roads in luxury undreamed of a few short years ago. Of course, television isn't yet ready to perform miracles like this, but who knows what the future holds. It's fun guessing, though.
I'm always love you, Margie. I'll tell the world I love you, don't forget your promise to me. I have bought a home and ring and everything for Margie. You've been my inspiration, days are never blue. After all is said and done, there is really only one. Oh, Margie, Margie, it's you.
Anatomy in the house.
Yes, sir.
president. I'll handle all the money when I'm the president.
We want Betty. We want Betty.
Now, if you have a sister and want a brother too, tell Pa and Ma to vote for me. I'll see what I can do.
We want Betty. We want Betty. We want Betty. We want Betty.
Who am I? Who am I? Who am I? I'm Mr. Nobody. Who will make your taxes light? Mr. Nobody. Who'll protect the voters' right? Mr. Nobody. Who fills up your flour keg? Who cares if you have to beg? Who cares if you break a leg? Mr. Nobody.
Boo, boo. Boo, boo.
When you're hungry, who feeds you? Mr. Nobody. Who cares what becomes of you? Mr. Nobody. Should you wake some early dawn, find a new milkman is on. Who cares if your wife is gone? Mr. Nobody.
Boo, boo. Boo.
Oh, when I'm the president.
When I'm the president, I won't talk on the radio when I'm the president. Oh, when I'm the president.
When I'm the president, I'll show you how I'll run the house when I'm the president. What this country is in need of is a lot of hidey-ho, boop-a-doops and chocolate ice cream.
We say yes.
And we say no.
Now we will give things for nothing, movies, cabarets, and jazz.
We accept it.
We reject it.
You're an elephant.
You're an ass.
Yeah.
You have heard all my suggestions, and with me you all agree. Now we'll have a perfect country. These improvements you will see.
Goodness gracious me.
Oh, when I'm the president, when I'm the president, I'll give you all a great big kiss when I'm the president.